All right, so we are supposedly in the middle of this bear market, but ADA, as you can see, has rallied 40% in the last 15 days. And even with that number factored in, experts are still saying that ADA continues to be undervalued and oversold. So we did some digging, and yes, there is a positive market sentiment right now. We're experiencing some bullish momentum across all of cryptocurrency. But apart from that, ADA still has some very interesting things going on that are leading to these double-digit price rallies. Is this rally going to continue, or are we just seeing another bull trap? We are deep diving into Cardano in this video. I'm going to share 5 strong reasons that suggest that ADA is fundamentally as strong as ever, and hopefully we'll see a price uptick. But I'm also going to play devil's advocate, and I will give you one compelling bonus reason as to why we may see a downward reversal. Welcome guys to the channel. My name is Maddie. This is Altcoin Buzz. As always, and genuinely, we wish you the best of luck if you choose to invest, whether that's into Cardano or any other crypto project. Just remember, this does not represent official financial or investment advice. All right, let's get right into reason number 1 as to why the price of ADA may continue to tick upward and why we remain very bullish on Cardano. It has everything to do with massive whale accumulation. So Cardano's ADA, that's the token, ADA, has seen massive whale accumulation in these past 15 days. Addresses actually holding over 1 million ADA tokens are up by 28. So that means 28 new ADA sharks and whales have entered that part of the market. And whale accumulation is usually a very strong indicator of a price rally that is imminent. And from my research, I can tell right away that this is not representative of any kind of pump and dump activities. The whales are accumulating ADA for all the subsequent reasons that we're going to be discussing on this list. Most importantly, probably reason number 5. And that very well could give ADA a real supply shock leading into an actual overall crypto bull rally. Reason number 2 now as to why we're so bullish on Cardano is because there's a lot of increased development activity. Cardano is doing a lot of building in this bear market, as you would expect any phenomenal project to do. Just take a look at this report from Friday. Over 112 projects have launched on Cardano, and over 1,100 are building. So this clearly means that Cardano's ecosystem is expanding, even in the midst of a bear market. But then again, that shouldn't come as so much of a surprise because the top tier projects are doing exactly this. And look, I know one of the biggest knocks traditionally against Cardano is the fact that they build too slowly and with not enough hype compared to other industry projects. But for context here, this is a great Twitter account, proof of GitHub. It shows us who is contributing the most, and it gives us daily activity updates. You may want to check it out. And we see that Cardano is consistently in the top few projects in terms of development activity. Like this day, which was a couple of days ago, where they were number 2 only behind Polkadot and Kusama. And really, if you look at it, nearly every day in the last week, it's been in the top 5, and it was even number 1 for a few days in December. Sentiment agrees, saying that ADA has the most developer activity in the last 30 days. And if you want to know why there is so much more development activity, well, we found estimates of anywhere from 1,100 to over 2,000 projects currently building actively in the Cardano ecosystem. And what that suggests to me is that the ADA token has a lot of room to grow from here, and that developer activity should continue to increase from here simultaneously. Don't forget, developer activity is one of the best leading indicators for a project's success. And Cardano looks pretty good when it comes to this metric. Reason number 3, very simply, ADA is still highly undervalued. There's also something else here, however, that tells me that the Cardano ecosystem not only is expanding, but is actually exploding. And that's because something very telling is happening with its MV/RV ratio. I'm going to come to explaining the MV/RV ratio in just a second, but take a look at this headline here. Cardano's TVL increased by 30% in the first 10 days of January. TVL, of course, stands for total value locked. And so if we look at the true TVL, and by true TVL, I mean taking into account the staked ADA also, Cardano's ecosystem stands at $9 billion, really right next to Ethereum. That's big. It's actually very impressive, but as you can see, there is still room to grow. Reason number 4, NFTs, non-fungible tokens, because the number of collections on Cardano is increasing rapidly. Right now, they are currently the number 3 protocol for NFTs. That's behind Ethereum and Solana. And with Solana losing its top 2 projects to Ethereum and Polygon, Cardano could very well springboard into the number 2 position soon. In the last 30 days, the stats are showing that there was a 47% increase in trading volume for NFTs on the chain, on Cardano. And this is a huge increase when you consider how poor market conditions have been. But despite that, we're still seeing great metrics, and even the number of NFTs sold is also up. It's up 16%. So this means that since the volume increase, 47%, is higher than the number of NFTs sold, which is 16%, it suggests that the NFTs are selling at a higher price. Traders, in other words, and NFT degens are making more money here. And here, one last reason that NFTs are getting more popular is that it's easier to mint your own NFT here than ever before, because apps like Native Token Builder, they let you mint an NFT on ADA in less than 5 minutes. Of course, many of you know that Cardano has a much higher percentage of its tokens staked than pretty much every other coin in crypto. And so think about that. Staking and community involvement really drive everything, because building a community really is an essential part of a successful NFT collection. So this all makes sense when you think about it, because people are starting to look to this chain for opportunities for all these reasons in the NFT world. Before we move into reason number 5 and our bonus reason as to why we actually may see an ADA reversal, a quick word here on Metadams. So this is one specific NFT project that many of us like on Cardano, again, called Metadams. It's a metaverse with a game, but instead of calling it play to earn, they call it play to stake. Why? Because by playing the game in the Metadams metaverse, what you earn is a higher yield on your staked tokens. It's a pretty novel idea, and because Cardano, of course, has such a high percentage of stakers already, it's a natural fit to offer this as a reward. And Metadams has both NFTs and a token, MDT, for in-game play. Reason number 5 is the DJED Stablecoin, because another area generating interest, of course, in Cardano is its algorithmic stablecoin, DJED. That's DJED. And this is considered to be very bullish for ADA and the broader ecosystem. If you haven't heard of it, DJED is an algorithmic stablecoin for Cardano. And I know algorithmic stablecoins have a poor track record. Just think of Luna's UST debacle. This is, of course, a crisis, a meltdown, if you will, that's still fresh in our minds. And that's whether you invested in it or not. Okay, but here's the thing. DJED is not just an algorithmic stablecoin. It's crypto-backed as well. It's backed by Shen, S-H-E-N, and ADA. So it's kind of like a hybrid of algorithmic and DAI type crypto collateralization. And minting DJED requires locking up ADA or Shen. That means the higher the demand of DJED, the more ADA will be locked, which could give ADA its first real supply shock and potentially send ADA to the moon again. I strongly believe that DJED is going to receive a good amount of transaction, as the ecosystem has already built solutions around DJED's use. And DJED is developed by Coti, and we have a full dedicated video coming out soon on Coti. That's C-O-T-I. Again, those are the project developers for DJED, so stay tuned for that. We're going to break down all the finer details about the project, the risks, and why we think it can avoid the same fate as UST. But generally, guys, stablecoins play an important role in building out an ecosystem, and the more quality decentralized options we have, the better. 5 solid reasons as to why we are bullish on the price of ADA and really more generally the Cardano ecosystem going forward. The fundamentals look superb from our perspective. But again, to play devil's advocate, here is one reason as to why there could be a reversal for the price of ADA and a downward trend. We hope not, but we have to consider all options. And this could be one of them. So the ADA rally could be short-lived, because the honest truth is that when we take a closer look at ADA's current RSI, it's hovering close to 78. If you're not a technical analyst or trader, RSI stands for Relative Strength Index. And when that metric is above 70, it indicates that the crypto or the asset in question is overbought, and we might see some near-term sell-off in the short-term future. This could happen maybe after the DJED mainnet launch. That could lead to a short price retracement, hopefully not too prolonged, but look, it's possible. However, if it so happens that there is a DJED-induced ADA price shock, we don't think that's going to last all that long, and we think that relatively shortly after that, there's going to be an ADA rally back to current levels, and of course, beyond. It goes without saying that we are extremely bullish on ADA for the long term.